So I already pre-washed my rice. I didn't have time to show you guys because that's like a little bit more difficult to do live without running water like outside. So I pre-washed the rice. I washed it like 3 times already, and then I'm just gonna add water. And today I am making my favorite comfort food, which is porridge. So I'm gonna go ahead and just put some water in on the rice. So the thing with porridge is you want like, I almost spilled, but you kind of want like a lot of water so that the rice can fully cook. I'm just gonna go ahead and put this on the fire and get it started so that we can prep other things to do live. Today I got Chinese sausage. Hi Stevie, and this Surin. I'm making porridge today for everyone who just joined. Hi Lerm. This is Chinese sausage. If no one has ever seen this, it looks kind of like sausage. It's really like fatty based, but it's really really good. I promise you guys, it's like the best thing ever. I'm making porridge today, which is my favorite comfort food. I already pre-washed the rice and I'm having it cook here. Meanwhile, I'm just gonna prep the Chinese sausage.
Live, bro? Huh?
Hi Ronald.
Can we do like a mashup? Yeah. I forgot the call. I know what you mean.
I don't know what the name is. Hi Jonathan, welcome.
You know yesterday? Bro, they told me, bro. Brother told the story of how he that's like the whole thing. I lost you. You're somewhere here, like when you said, I know. Oh.
Really getting in trouble here. Hi Raya, welcome. Welcome everyone. Hi Ari. I'm Beto. Oh my god, I'm struggling with this.
I told him, hey, we gotta get back to it.
Okay, got it.
It was saying, the girl said, body like 4 times. We gotta get back to it.
Okay, I just wanted to show you guys. So this is Chinese sausage. I'm just gonna cut it up real quick and then we're gonna start cooking it. Today I am making porridge right here. know if you guys saw, but we recently went to Sequoia this past weekend, and we just released a new video on a campsite that we went over there, and it was just so like, it was so beautiful over there. It was insane. Welcome everyone, Verona, Jericho, Little Coco, Foxy, and Rosa. Yeah, so we went to Sequoia and it ended up snowing there. It was so beautiful. It was like my first time seeing snowfall, so it was just like so magical for me. I've never seen it like that, and like there would be moments where like it just felt so surreal because like I felt like it was just a dream in a way because it was that beautiful, and then just being surrounded by like the trees and stuff was very well needed for it's kind of like a small break from you know, all of society and stuff, and just really getting back into nature and being mindful. So it was definitely what we needed. If you guys are interested, check out our latest YouTube video on more details on the campsite. We are trying to review more campsites and stuff, so if you guys are interested in having us review a specific campsite, let us know. So one of the reasons why I decided to make porridge today is because it's gloomy outside, if you guys can see, and this is one of my favorite comfort foods. Just brings me back like a really like homey feeling for me because it's warm, and my mom used to make it for me all the time when I like would be sick and all that. So it really just makes me so happy, and it's very comforting. And there was this this like dish, well like a side I would say, that my grandpa used to make all the time. It's like a pickled mustard dish, and my grandpa passed away like a few years ago, so like recently my mom made some more pickled mustard, so it just reminds me of him, and it like it's very heartwarming for me when I eat it, you know? Hi, J Caves, Rosa. If you guys don't know what Chinese porridge is, it's essentially just like really watered down rice, and so you can have porridge two ways. Like one is where you just cook straight up like white rice, and it's very watery and I guess thick, depending on how you like it. So it can be watery or thick, and then you just kind of like pair it with like a bunch of sides that are like pickled or stuff that's really salty. And if the other way to eat it is like kind of like as a soup, like you everything is already pre-made in there, and like you make the porridge with chicken, and then you have like green onions in there, and I'm not really sure how to make that that way for porridge, so I'm just making like the regular way where you like make it plain, and then you have the sides to pair with the porridge. You guys will see right now once it's like a little more done. But the second way that I was referring to is just kind of like you kind of just eat it like the soup, and it tastes really well when everything comes together, basically. And also, like, I prefer the way that I'm making it now because that's how like my family would always eat it together. But when you eat it at a restaurant, you typically get it when it's like the soup-based version, where everything is already like in there and you don't really pair with anything. I love Wifey and Clean and Jules. Who else joined? Hi Kit as well, and Caitlin, and Blue Sky, Lone Wolf. Yeah. Welcome everyone. So for what I'm making today, I have the Chinese sausage to pair with it, and then my mom, like I said earlier, my mom made me some green mustard, and it's homemade, so I'm really excited for to eat it with the porridge. That's actually why I'm making the porridge today, because it tastes really good with porridge. And then I'm also making this, like, I don't know what to call it. It's like my mom and I call it. We call it dry chicken, and like you basically just like, it's like you dry out the chicken and you like put lime and sriracha with it, and it just tastes so good because it's like salty, spicy, and it just tastes really good. You guys will see. Hi Isa and TJ, Lydia as well, and you ain't about. I don't know if you guys can see, but that's like starting to boil. I want to show you guys the mustard really quickly. So this is like straight up homemade, so she put it like in a Tostito container, but she basically pickled something called green mustard, and there's some carrots in there, and I'll take it out right now once everything else is more well done. But yeah, I don't have another fork to show you yet, but I'll show you guys towards the end. Welcome Paycheck and Kara. I'm kind of glad that like I went on this latest camping trip. Hi Alyssa, because like that was my first time camping out in like the snow, and I've never been in like camping in temperatures that cold, so this definitely like pushed my boundaries for how much cold I can tolerate and stuff, and like everything worked out pretty perfectly, because like when we hi Bear and Lydia, and everything worked out really well, because like, so we have this canopy, right? But our canopy broke. It didn't really break. It like got torn up because of the wind one time that we went camping, and like we never really repaired it. So like I ended up getting like some tape to repair it, and I didn't have time to fix it before the trip. And basically like one of my friends that we went camping with, he helped me he helped me like tape up all of the holes on the canopy. And after we put it up, like it then it started to snow. So like the timing of when we put it up was just so perfect and worked out really nicely. But then the one hole that I decided not to patch up, we were like pushing the snow off of the roof of the canopy, right? Because it would build up, and so he was helping me to basically like push the snow off, and then he like kind of like punched the area where the one place I didn't patch up. He like punched it, and it's like a huge hole just like ripped, and we're just like, oh my god, no, like sorry, it's like almost overflowing. We're like, oh my god, no, like now we have this huge hole. Like, what are the odds that it was the one place that I didn't patch up? But it turned out fine. Like the snow was like eventually melting a little bit, and like the water just like fell down from the hole. So, but luckily it was just like on the side, and we weren't like in that area, so it was fine. We almost weren't gonna patch like this huge hole like that was in the center, and I'm so glad we patched it up because like there'd be no way like we'd be surviving out there if it was like that. And it was funny because like we were trying to like get this fire started. Welcome everyone, Devin, Maylee, Natty, Natalia, I mean Angie as well. So we were like trying to get this like fire started, the campfire, but like mind you, like the wood that we brought there initially was like it's kind of been sitting here, and like there was like a few days where it rained, and like basically like the wood was already wet like inside, and obviously it dried like a few days, like probably like the surrounding, but I think like inside was probably still damp. And then like it snowed on top of the logs, and so this wood was just like not catching fire at all. We tried to like heat up the wood because that was like the best way to like kind of get it started, and then it still wasn't working, and like you know the guys are having trouble just trying to like start the fire. Toilet paper balls. We'd like crumple up the like toilet paper ball, right? And then we like put the lighter fluid and soak it with like the toilet paper, and use that as like fuel basically to like try to get the fire to like light up and stuff. And after like multiple attempts, it like finally caught fire, and we're like, oh, thank God, like because because it was so cold, like it was to the point where like basically even though we had the fire going, like it was so cold outside, like to the point where you couldn't even though it was like nice and you felt the warmth, but like the warmth still wasn't as hot as it usually felt when we made a campfire, you know. So like you can just tell from that's like how cold it was outside. I don't know if you guys can kind of see this, but like it's starting to like thicken up. So the here, the rice is like still pretty formed. Can't really see it, but like once like the rice starts to break and lose its form, you'll know like it's a little I almost like dropped that. You'll know like it's a little more ready. but I think this actually needs, I'm gonna add a little more water in there. It's a side note, but I don't know if you guys know, but like I love Pokemon and Eevees, but this is a Leafeon, one of my faves. But Jolteon's my favorite actually. Anyways, welcome Carlos, Jessica, Ricky, and Yoli. I'm gonna go ahead and start cooking the Chinese sausage now. Just give me 1 second to get the pan. Do you have the water?
Can you?
Can you? Okay, cool. You guys can see. So the thing about Chinese sausage is like, this thing is like really greasy. I'll show you an example. Like, hey, you see that like completely white spot? Like, it's like that's all fat. But like when you cook it, you want to make sure like all the fat comes out and like it tastes really good with the porridge, I swear. So because it's really fatty, like you don't need to add oil ahead of time because like all the oil is just gonna come out anyways. Hi Sula and Ashley, welcome everyone who just joined, and Kevin. For everyone who didn't know already, but I'm making porridge today. You guys heard that in the back, it was a peacock. Take a little while to cook. Show you guys the little mustard now. Okay, so this is the green mustard that my mom made, like homemade. I promise it's really yummy. So like usually it's supposed to be really salty because like, you know, it's pickled and stuff, but like she made it a little bit sweet and salty this time around, and like I think this batch came out really well, and like just thinking about it almost like makes me want to cry because like it just reminds me so much about my grandpa and like I miss him and stuff. So yeah. Hi Ali and Tay and Drew. Oh, I burned it. Oh my god, I burned them. point of this is to kind of fry them until they're like nice and crispy, but I did burn some, so but it's okay. Like, I'll take those out later. I didn't expect for it to burn so quickly. They're actually burning really quickly. I'm just gonna peel the chicken like meanwhile, but this is like cooking too fast, so I don't think I can. Gonna let it cook slowly, because that's better. By the end of this, like, you're gonna end up with a pool of oil essentially. And you're gonna have to, you can either cook with it or just like dispose of it in the trash. See, it's like the porridge is starting to thicken up now. Just gonna let it cook a little more because it doesn't look ready yet. I guess it's starting to rain right now. I have a rotisserie chicken here that I'm gonna start prepping because I need it for to cook the chicken in like the lime and sriracha. Hi, Juana. Welcome. based on your guys' preference, like the for the Chinese sausage, you can also like not fry it as much, but I like to personally fry it because and all that like those it just kind of makes me feel better because I feel like those bad fats are like being taken out essentially, although it's still there. How's everyone's Sunday going? It's like, it's so gloomy outside. I just want to stay indoors and like not do anything at all. And just like watch shows and stuff. Are you guys big into like shows and stuff? Because I think there was like a few shows that just released on Netflix. Like, if anyone who watches You, I think like the latest season is out or is about to come out. I think it's out already. But that's kind of been on my list to watch. There's this like Argentinian series that I wanted to watch as well that recently came out. It's called Internaut. From what I heard, it was like it gives vibes of like the end of the world vibe of like kind of like with The Last of Us, kind of similar vibes, but the background behind that show is like it's kind of based off like this old Argentinian comic series, and they kind of like made it live and like remade it essentially, but like in the current time of Argentina, sorry. I'm gonna go ahead and turn this off. Welcome, Secret 9. But the reason why I kind of know so much about it because one of my boss works like my boss that I work with. He's Argentinian and like he told me all about the series and like the origins. And he actually used to read those the comics that it's made after. Yeah, but I'm interested in seeing what that show is all about. And it's just another show that I was trying to find another show in Spanish to watch because I wanted to get better like listening to Spanish and stuff, so it's going to be really beneficial for me. Oh my god, I burned like most of this. This is how it looks like. I sort of like don't look at the bare parts because it's so like bad, but like it's not that bad. Like I'll take those out, but this is what I was talking about. So like by the end of it all, like you're left with like a pool of oil here. And basically like I usually just discard it, but I might use it to cook the chicken today. Just to make it more flavorful. I think this is almost done. Oops. I'm gonna go ahead and just like finish filling the chicken. Usually I peel this like right away. I didn't have time to, so it's a little harder to peel when it's cold because you can't see all the fat very well, and I don't like to keep all that. So it'll probably come out like later. What I'm gonna do is use the chicken breast mainly. There's a lot of commotion outside today. Hi, Misa. Huh? I'll see you.
Hey, what you cooking so good?
Because it's raining?
Tell you later. Am I getting a little more water? Like, getting too thick. Hey, get some more one. Oh, hi, Lisa. Are you... Wait, I don't know if that's the Misa I know. Okay, so my tia's name is Misa, and I'm wondering if that's like Misa that I know or not. But Misa is a really lovely name. I'm trying to like peel this as fast as I can, but I'm sorry I didn't have this like prepared for you guys. I was supposed to do it throughout the week, but I had a really long work week. I was working a little too much. I'm trying to go on vacation soon, so like, so a lot of work has been piling up, and I want to get it kind of done before I leave. So that's why. Okay. Look at my new hat. It's pretty cute. It's crazy because like ever since I like kind of went camping and like was forced to be outside in the rain, like because one time there like this huge thunderstorm went by when we went to Utah. So like nowadays the light drizzle doesn't bother me as much. Like I still don't like, you know, take the water on me and stuff, but because I went on that trip, like it's not nearly as bad now. So I'm like thankful that the trips have like definitely made me stronger because of that. But yeah. Oh my god, it's like burning. Can you have the water? Yeah. It's fine. Well, it's nearly done actually. I'm just gonna let it cook a little more. Thank you, Misa, for the like. I'm just gonna cook it a little more, because I kind of like it more watery, but I guess I didn't put enough water. It tastes really good, like, when it's thick as well, because the way, just like the texture of how it pairs well with everything. Yeah, I don't. I'm almost done. I just need the chicken breast for this dish, but I kind of need like the rest of the chicken because my it's also like this comfort food. My mom made some curry. She shared some. I went to go see her yesterday and my dad, and she made some curry. I'm really excited to eat it because I love it when she makes curry. It's one of my favorites as well. And it was perfect because it's you know, gloomy cold day, and those are the best times to eat it. It just tastes so much better. Huh? I know, I burnt them. Sorry. Yeah. Like, look at that. How can I eat that? It's complete charcoal. Throw that one away. Cooking rocks. Here. Hey, let's turn this on. Okay, I'm gonna get started on the chicken now. 14. I should turn this off. It's like, it smells burnt. It's like burning everything today. Yeah. I'm gonna use the rest of the oil from the sausages to cook the chicken. Oh my god. Oh, she's good. Exactly how I remembered it. So what we're gonna do now, okay, I'm gonna cover this, put it on the side because I'm gonna eat that later. Then you guys can see the chicken a little better. What we're gonna do is try to dry this out a little bit. I'm gonna go ahead and salt it a little. Put some pepper as well. Hot pepper. Some sriracha. Some lemons here. So the secret to this is actually some Piper lime leaf. I have some here. It's frozen because I don't have any fresh one. It does taste better when it's fresh. But hey, I lied. This is nothing. Okay. I didn't lie. I have some. So I got my Kucherland leaf here. What you do is kind of like rip them so that the essence can come out. Use the rest because I didn't restock on my source anyways. Mom has some fresh ones. She just have to go and get some more from her. I'm gonna put a little more salt because it tastes better when you pair it with rice. Just trying to break up the chicken a little more, but I don't know if you guys can see, but you guys can't really see, but it looks like it's still pretty wet right now, like the chicken. What you want to do is just kind of like let the juices soak up, and we're gonna keep cooking it until it basically gets like pretty dry. And then it's almost like a, I don't know if you guys had like dried shredded pork before, but that's essentially like the kind of like almost like that texture that you want. Gonna actually take like quite some time to roast, so like I'm not gonna show all of it, but basically you're gonna have to keep cooking this until it like dries out, and like just kind of taste it and see like if it's salty enough or sour enough or spicy enough, and then you just like adjust, and then once you're done, like then you just like eat it with the porridge. And also like the porridge tastes really good with just like fried eggs as well. Like just like like fried eggs and like soy sauce. So you pair all this stuff with soy sauce, and then it tastes really good. And if you guys like it, then it's really easy to make. But I'm basically gonna complete my stream with just that today. Join me next week to see what I make next week. So, thank you for joining me today. Bye.